Hello, this is Ron Brown. I'm going to do my weekend video today. This is Thursday, the 3rd of April. It's noon, and we're having a pretty serious market correction after Trump outlined his tariffs yesterday afternoon. So I'd like to show you some of the capabilities of HCSI during a market correction. As always, any stock index or ETF mentioned in this presentation is not a recommendation to buy or sell. All trading strategies are used at your own risk. I'm beginning in Thinkorswim. Just want to show you what's going on at noon on Thursday. And if you look over here to the left, you can see how far down the percentage change. The put-call ratio is up 21% here, but the Dow is down 3%. The mid-caps are down 5.46. The S&P is down 3.81. The small caps being punished down 6%. The 10-year yield is actually down today. Bitcoin's down 6%. And anyway, you can see that all of these are down, and as I scroll down here and locate the NASDAQ composite, you can see it's down 4.87% right now. This is the daily range, so these stocks are well off of their lows. Let's go back to the comp here. You can see it's trading at 54.25% of its daily range. So if I click on that and maximize the sell, you can see the gap down here, and here's the current trading price. That's 55% of its daily range, but there's this huge gap to fill before this market's going to be going back up. Now these bars here on the 5-minute chart, this is the opening range. This is where it opened. This is where it was 60 minutes later. You can see it kept on going and then worked its way back up to the 60-minute point on the opening range bar. Since then, it's just kind of been consolidating, moving up and down, and looking for direction. Now I'm going to go over here to the left. I'm just going to take a look at a few of the big names. Meta is down $35 today. This is the daily chart up here. Why don't I just maximize the daily chart? You can see the big gap down, but buyers have stepped in. It got down to around 535, currently trading at 548. Volatility is up, as you would expect. So those with the courage to go in here and sell puts at this point are probably profitable. Now look at the volume here. Okay, let's see, MU, that's getting hit hard. That's a really ugly chart, though. NVIDIA, gap down, spinning top right now, looking for direction. Let's see if I can find... here's Tesla. That's what I'm looking for. Tesla's actually holding up quite well. It gapped down to this point, traded down for a while, but now it's trading at 60% of its intraday range. So buyers are coming into it, even though their shipments have been way off due to Musk's political activities. But a lot of people still believe in that company. We'll see. Let's type in, how about NVIDIA? Spinning top, Microsoft, gap down to here, traded down, but now it's trading near the high of its daily range. So there is some support in there. And let's do one more. Netflix is always a favorite. Look how Netflix has held up pretty well here compared to some of these others. Here is a gap down. Get this out of the way. to around 901, 902, and it's currently trading at 932. So traders bought the dip and are moving it back up. Anyway, this is just where we are right now. We're trading. Let's go to the S&P 500. It's most representative of the market. It's trading at 43.1% of its daily range. So, but what I really want to show you is I want to show you. I didn't mean to do that. HGSI, the information you can get out of here. I'm going to go in to the industries and I'm going to rebuild indexes in this group. This is under the tools menu. It's taking all the data from the last 5 minutes and building the industry groups. Takes about 30 seconds to do this. And I'll get this out of the way. And let's bring up the quick pick here. I'll move it over to the side. So I am going to concentrate on the most active stocks today. Now, there's a couple new things in here. These are going to be in my April add-on. I'm going from a February add-on to an April add-on, so you have to be a subscriber to get everything. And these are the most active up intraday, sorted on raw combo. And you can see that there aren't many of these that are the most active to the upside in positive groups. In fact, if I sort on the industry groups, go to the top of the list, what do we have up? Defensive, tobacco, security and commodity exchanges, managed care, large pharma. The rest of the industry groups are down today. Now I'm going to move down. These are all securities, but I want to limit this to large cap stocks right now. So I'm going to go to the most active large cap stocks intraday. And if you look up here, you can see there are 128 of them that are up today, all green, but most of their groups are down. But these are the stocks which are the most active. And let me sort on raw combo. And are showing strength in this market. Now if I click on this, I can get a quick read on what the groups are: beverages, integrated utilities, telecom, banks, REITs, and so on. Precious metal and mining. These are the most heavily populated. Packaged food, which is no surprise, food and drugstore, and large pharma. So these are the most heavily populated. Beverages. I'm going to scroll down here. You can see what these are. Let's just go to, well, I'll go to the top one. All you have to do is click on that hyperlink and it brings the chart up. This is very inexpensive stock, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change to the industry group. So it's only going to be stocks within this industry group. But I want to concentrate on those that are large caps. So I'm going to click on the warehouse view, and then I'm going to apply the filter by clicking up here, and you can see that I've eliminated all of the stocks in the beverages group except the ones that are showing strength today. So let's just run through these quickly. This is going to update. Okay. I'll get this out of the way, and you can see the weekly chart here on the left and the daily chart on the right, and you can see the VPA flags. After these two efforts to fall, there was a test here, then an effort to rise, and then it pulled back after a couple of negative VPA, then a test and confirmation of that test, confirmation, and then a big gap up today in a very weak market. Molson Coors Brewing. Strength coming in, strength seen returning here, effort to rise, effort to rise. Coca-Cola, this is a foreign edition of Coke. Anyway, look at this nice chart here. Defensive stocks, Primo Water Corporation. I'm not familiar with MX. Let's see, what do they do? Are they a Modelo? No, I think Modelo has its own company here. Anyway, you can see how I've isolated all of these in this very weak market day. And if I look over here to the right, these are the VPA signal conditions from yesterday, those that are generating signals. Let's look at DEO. This stock is not a strong stock, but you can see that there was strength seen returning yesterday. It gapped up, but it's trading near its low now, so it's getting negative VPA signs today. So even though it's up for today, look where it's trading in its daily range, down to 14.34. If you want to find the strongest stocks intraday quickly, just sort on the percent range, and you'll find the stocks that are trading near the top of their range. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to hold my space bar and the alternate key at the same time. And what this does is it takes me to all securities. I'm going to reapply that filter. These are the most active large cap stocks. I'll sort on the combo ranking. I'll make this full screen. And just scroll down to show you that all of these are positive today. And the strongest ones, like I said, would be those that are trading near the top of their daily range. You can sort on that column or just look down the column. Another thing I like to do is go over here and look at fan uptrend. If it says yes, they're in a strong uptrend with institutional support. So if I click on that and then do a secondary sort on intraday range, it's going to resort this range here. The stocks with a fan up, trading near the top of their range or at the top of their range, are the strongest stocks today. Here's Progressive Corporation. It's had a shakeout sell-off about 10 days ago, but look at the money flowing back into this. It's currently trading at 100% of its daily range. I'll bring an arrow up here. Right there, you can see that. And what's next? Kinsale Capital Group. Nice VPA flags here. Expensive stock, but trading at the top of its range. Here, this fan is evidently still up on this. Let's just drop down and confirm that with a contextual chart. Yes, the fan is still in place. This yellow line would have to go down through the cyan line to get out of, or to break the fan is what I should say. So it's still positive, and now you can see money coming back into this stock. Now if I want a quick read on the stocks that have strong patterns, I can use this fan or I can use the ranking module. And it can be set on Wilder relative strength 14 weeks. I found that puts the strongest at the top of the list. And let's go a little longer here, and you can see this is a beautiful fanned out chart. Precious wheat and precious metals. Another nice chart. Strong fan. Strong fans mean strong institutional support, where it's spaced out here on the moving averages. I guess I should be showing you a weekly chart of these too. Let's bring that ranking module back up. I'll go back to Wheaton Precious Metals. Look at the weekly chart here. I'll run through these again. McKesson. Royal Gold. AEM. And let's just go down here. I'll go down to number 10, see what it looks like. I'm going to take this off of raw and just look at the green. Okay, let's look at this one. Still a nice chart here. Now, when I go down to the bottom of the list where it's all green, let's take a look at the inverse. These are weak stocks, but there's money starting to flow into them. Now, see, I have 124 securities in here. Let's look at First Solar. A little bit of money coming in today, but extremely weak stock, as you would expect with people that don't believe in global warming. The solar stocks have really taken a hit. So once again, the strong stocks, you can find a few ways. You can do the EMA fan up, like I did here. Or you can use the ranking module. These 124 stocks. And like I said, I experimented years ago and I found that Wilder, number of weeks 14, Wilder RSI pulled the best stocks to the top of the list. Okay, so this is the most active up large cap stocks. Let's look at the most active up or most active down large cap stocks. So 3M is at the top of the list. I'll bring it up. And you can see its fan is still in place, but today it's very weak. Take the next one. Gap down on this. Really a nowhere chart. Sloppiness in the weekly. But there's Alibaba, which was strong. Still strong. Came down here to the 50-day exponential moving average and found support today. Huge run up here and then a pullback. Now, let's do the same thing here with the most active down. And I'm going to click on that ranking module again. And also the EMA fan. I made a mistake here. I had it sorted on the fan. Shouldn't have done that. Let's go back and do this again. But you saw that the fan pulled the weakest, or the stocks that are down today, the strongest ones to the top. But look at the weakest ones there. Look at Dell. It's just getting creamed. Best Buy. Gap, huge gap down. Look at this. Going to be less money for consumer spending. Logitech. Valero Energy. Okay, you see that. Now let's put that fan back up. Oh, I'm sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. Go up to the top here. So the fan is up. This is back where it was before. But once again, if I want to see the strongest stocks in here based upon Wilder, I just click on that. Scroll up to the top and ADR. We should see a nice looking chart here, and there it is. Strong weekly, strong daily. Banco Santander, nice looking chart. I don't know a lot of these stocks, but even on the stocks that are down for the day, this is going to pull up strong charts, and this is where you can look for stocks that have sold off, that are in a strong uptrend where buyers are coming in to support them. Let's see if I can find one. How about New? Not as strong a chart, but there's money coming into it. Okay, let's do one more here. How about this one right here? My computer's a little slow because I'm updating. Okay, and you can see that nice chart there too. Okay, so let me bring the quick pick back up. And I have all the categories in here. Here's mid-cap stocks, up and down, small-cap stocks, up and down. These market caps are calculated every day in HGSI based upon filters. So if you're a micro-cap trader, just concentrate on the micro-caps. Or a small-cap trader, 31 up, 555 down. If you're interested in the NASDAQ 100, these stocks are actually up today. There's Modelo beer right there. These stocks are actually up today. There are 15 of them and 60 down, which meet the filter criteria. Those numbers don't add up to 100, but I have certain criteria in the filters, and these are the stocks that let me sort on raw combo. Down big. It's a crazy stock. Their earnings are good. Look at that earnings curve right here. Look at that earnings growth, but yet it absolutely gets no love as far as owning this stock. Never figured that out. Okay, let's look at most active up. S&P 500, 67 in here. Most active down, 259. Here's the 1500, which combines the 600, the 400, and the 500. 100 up, 676 down. Based upon my filter criteria. Here's the Dow. You can see that these are conservative stocks. Up and here's down. Here's the S&P 400, 600. Most active up, strong earnings growth, nothing. I better check these filters here. Okay, I had my filter. I had to make an adjustment there. These are CanSlim type stocks. And let's just bring Wingstop up here. This is up for the day. And you can see the earnings growth. Revenue growth and earnings growth has been good. You can just look at this chart and see that it's done fine. It's beaten down, but it is up for the day. This one I've looked at before, and you can see the strong earnings growth, the strong revenue growth. Anyway, these are up today. Most active up and most active down. There are 78 of these. Shopify is leading the charge. Followed by Carvana. It looks like Carvana had a good day yesterday based on these Wyckoff indicators. It did. But that's falling off sharply today. You can see the earnings and revenue growth on Carvana. But very strong chart until it got had this huge weekly engulfing candle. But there's a variety of scans within the most active folder. These are the largest 4% up movers. If you look at the 1 day change here, well, I don't know what this is. 1,800% must be a buyout. Another one, if this date is correct. Here's one that's up 137%. What's the weakest? 4%. So this scan looks for stocks that are up at least 4% for the day, and this one looks for stocks that are down at least 4% for the day. This is just a high relative volume scan, positive and negative. And this I just am putting in right now. Most active IPOs, intraday up and down. And you can see that there are several that are up today. You can see their IPOs. Here's the IPO date over here and the IPO price. Now let's look at the other side, most active down. SanDisk. I guess I better click on it, hadn't I? Wow, is it ever down? I'm looking for a familiar name, but I don't see one. Looks like there's an ETF in here. Now let me go back up to the, I'm going to sort on symbol. This is the one I'm looking for, Newsmax. It's up $8.18 today. This stock came out at, oh, it doesn't even have a weekly chart. It just came out. IPO was priced at $14. And look at it, happened here. Oops. It's updating. Okay. Look what happened here. This isn't a high. After hours, it got up to $287. And this is where it opened the following day. Traded all the way down, well, to $40 today. And now there are some buyers coming into it. Evidently, it doesn't, I don't think the information's in here yet. It isn't. Evidently, it doesn't have much of a float, number of shares out, and the mega crowd, the ones that jumped into Trump's stock in the past, I believe they're probably trading most of this, but a lot of people made a small fortune and a lot of people got hurt in this over the past couple of days. But I guess my point is it's showing up in the most active IPOs on this scan, and that's where I first saw it. It showed up this first day right here, and boy, did it ever take off. Okay, I want to do a few more things, and then I'm going to wind this video down. I did a couple of other things here. Here's my intraday money flow in. Let's just go to the sector stocks. These are the stocks that are in the SPDR ETFs. And you can see the money flow in on these stocks. There's 72. And if I go to money flow out, there's 275, reflecting the market conditions. But what I want to show you here, and these have been in here a while, but I didn't want to look through all these when I wanted a quick read, so I came in here and I made a folder, intraday money flow in all securities. The sort is on percentage industries up, and this one sorts on this percentage, and this next one, 323 stocks, the same stocks, but this is sorted on demand, and it shows me the stocks within the all securities folder that are most in demand. And that is based upon the volume. You can see the volume bar here, and it's trading near the high of the day. But the trend is down on the weekly. The trend is down on the daily also, but it's finding support. It's a biotech stock. Now, you don't have to limit this on these. If you're just interested, say, in the major market index components, say you're interested in the S&P 500. So you just go there, get a quick read on money flow in, sort on the raw combo, and then you can sort on demand, see which of these are most in demand. And there's Dollar General, Kroger, McDonald's, we've seen before. But it just gives you a quick read on what's happening within the S&P 500. Look at Dollar General on the weekly chart. I mean, this has suffered massively. Bring this to the top. This was once a $250, $60 stock, and it is making a comeback now. And it's a on the daily chart. It's a beautiful chart. The fan isn't up yet because here's the 200. It has to be below all of these other moving averages, but the micro trend, the short-term trend, and the intermediate trends are all up, starting back here. If I put a crosshair on here, on that effort to rise, it went positive on the 3-6, moved up and had a little shakeout, and then it's been a really tight chart ever since then. Okay, getting back to this. So industry sort up, industry sort down. If I click on the next one, this is industries up. It isolates the industries that are up. And these are stocks in industries that are down. So these stocks are in industries that are up. These stocks, number 2, are in industries that are down today. And look at the industries, the percentage down. Now this is intraday money flow out, all securities. And this is money flow out in industries that are down today. Just a quick read on the market. That's what I was trying to accomplish with these. Now, these will be in your add-on for April, and you're going to have to follow the new link to get the add-on. Anyway, this has gone 33, 34 minutes, and I just want to show you that even on these rotten days, you can quickly go in here with the combination of Thinkorswim and HCSI and found out where the strength and the weakness is. Thank you for listening.